Have you ever wondered what might happen if one of the fundamental forces was switched off for 1 second? Yeah, sounds quite fun really, doesn't it? Floating around, having a laugh. But actually, the results would be absolutely terrifying. The instant that gravity is switched off, everything that is not anchored some way into the surface of the Earth would appear to move upwards relative to, say, the wall of the room that you're sitting in. That would be you, this cup of coffee, and even Betty the physics dog would appear to go upwards. How do you feel about that then, Betty?
I don't know, it all sounds a bit scary to me. I don't like it at all.
When you're standing on the surface of the Earth, you are of course travelling in a large circle. If you're round about on the equator, then your velocity is going to be approximately 417 metres per second. In other words, pretty fast. And if gravity is switched off, you will just carry on moving tangentially to the surface of the Earth at that incredible speed. And this means over the period of the 1 second that our gravity is turned off, relative to something that's fixed down on the Earth, you're going to rise up a height of around about 5 metres. But it gets worse. The very air that we breathe, due to the lack of gravitational force pulling it down towards the centre of the Earth, would dissipate off into space. There would be a sudden drop in air pressure. This would lead to exploding eardrums and great difficulty in breathing. The removal of gravity would cause the immense outward pressures of the Earth to be unbalanced, meaning there would be giant tsunamis, earthquakes, and a piece of the crust might even leave the surface of the planet. Rivers and seas would lose their shape as the water forms into blobs and drops and goes up, away from the surface, out into the void. And then the second ends. Imagine falling 16 feet onto the surface of the Earth that's been twisted and torn up by the cataclysmic earthquake. The atmosphere will collapse back down, generating enormous pressure waves that spread out across the Earth, flattening just about everything. Immense amounts of heat would be generated during this process. Although the effects of 1 second of weightlessness might seem rather jolly, the effects of all this would be a total global catastrophe. This is a stark reminder to us, really, of just how delicate the balance of everything is on the planet that we call home. Can you think of any other what-if scenarios that I could investigate in a video? Stick them in the comments below and maybe I'll do a video on those too.